here in Kenan Stadium alongside Greg Barnes of Inside Carolina. I'm Ross Martin. Greg, by the time the Tar Heels kick off against the Hokies on Saturday, it'll be 16 days since they have played. They had the Thursday game against Miami, so an extra weekend and a full bye week. So it's kind of a weird schedule. How do you think that kind of affects this team heading into a big coastal matchup against the Hokies?
Well, I think just the fact the way the season has started, you had a tough opening loss at California, and then you have the bad loss at ECU, then you have the hurricane that canceled the UCF games, so you have a break there. Come back, play pretty good against Pitt, and then you have the debacle at Miami, and you get another break like you mentioned. So I think it's difficult to kind of get any kind of rhythm. I mean, JP talked about how they've had, I think, 3 Saturdays where they've been at home watching games, which is just weird. I mean, it's been strange for me, so I can only imagine how it's been for the players. So I think just in terms of trying to get to a routine, these guys, they like their habits, right? They're creatures of habits. They like to be able to say, okay, Monday we're doing this, Tuesday this, Wednesday this, and so on and so forth. They haven't been able to do that. So I think now they're finally getting back into a normal schedule. Hopefully the hurricane coming in this week is not an issue to change any of that. So I think they can actually kind of settle in, get back on track, and kind of look at the final 7 games of the season, if that's what it ends up being, and really just kind of focus on it.
Yeah, and one positive or silver lining is that they should have most players healthy and should be refreshed, should be rested. So we'll have a full, 85 to go against Virginia Tech. The defense has been kind of up and down, at times good, at times really bad. And the offense obviously has struggles with turnovers. Heading to this game, where do you think UNC as a team is on the defensive side and follow that with the offense?
Yeah, I think defense is the biggest question mark for this team right now. We know the issues at quarterback. Regardless if they go with one of the freshmen to play a lot, I think Elliott probably will start for sure Saturday night. But does Cade Fortin finally get in? We'll have to see. But I think that's a work in progress. A lot of work to be done there. But defensively, this team showed that in the California game they can be pretty good.
Yeah.
But then they had a bad half the following week, and then you have against Pitt you're hit or miss, and then they have some bad tackling issues against Miami. If that continues, I think you can kind of wrap this up. But if the defense is able to get back because of some of those guys that you mentioned, Aaron Crawford, Miles Dorn, guys that have been injured, now you give the offense a chance to breathe a little bit and not be pressing so much. If you can get the running backs going like they've done and get some more consistency at quarterback, now you can be competitive at the moment. So I really do think it begins with defense, but quarterback is the end-all question that we're going to be talking about for weeks and months to come, and I think that's the end game. But defense for me is kind of the biggest part of it.
Yeah, it seems like this team has talent. The offensive line has played well. The running backs have, I think, been very impressive. But the quarterback issue is just the big red flag on this team. Defensively, there's a chance Aaron Crawford could be back. Miles Dorn, like you said. Tyron Hopper and Tamon Fox will play. And again, Malik Carney will sit this game out against Virginia Tech. That is 7 p.m. inside Kenan Stadium. Prime time on ESPNU underneath the lights. Should be fun. For Ross Martin, this is Greg Barnes, Inside Carolina.